Hi friends, I hope you all are doing great, and today let's put together a dog charcuterie board for Bentley and Albert, so let's get started. Okay friends, let's hit Tuesday morning because we have to find our board. That's the first step there for Bentley and Albert. And I want to thank my friend Elizabeth for introducing me to a dog charcuterie board. Who would have ever thought? And so I am excited to put this together for Bentley and Albert. And I want it to really be something that is engaging and fun. This is something that you could definitely do for your pet for their birthday. One thing about a charcuterie board is it needs to have a lot of texture. It needs to really capture your eye so that you are really just wanting to dig into it. And so one way to bring in texture is with the fruits and veggies, and so I'm adding that in. Along with, you got to have your crackers, and so we're going to have just simple milk bones, and those are going to serve as their crackers. And when you get them, you want to get them in the sizes that fit your puppy, because every mouth is different. And then we want to have our meats, and so I wanted to give them 3 combinations: a chicken, a steak, and a liver. And so that's what we've done here. Now this right here, these nudges, they are Bentley and Albert's favorite, and I guarantee you when they see these on the board, they're going to jump at them. The next are these beef liver bites, and they're freeze dried, and so those are going to be another nice little different flavor to bring as far as the meats. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically just chop all the vegetables up so that they are bite size and fits my pups. And that's what you want to do, is you want to make sure that the veggies are the size that fits your pet mouth, because you want them to enjoy the process. Another thing that I want to say is, of course, you do not want to just put this board down and leave it. You want to really just let them kind of munch on it a little while, pull it away, and then maybe bring it back later, because you do not want them to overindulge. And also you can make the portion sizes appropriate for your pet. Definitely you can do that, and put what they love on it. Now if you're a new pet owner, or you're really just are not familiar with pets, I recommend talking with your vet first to find out what foods you need to put on the board for your pet. So definitely I want to encourage everyone, your pets. If not, go to your vet to find out what foods to put on there. For Bentley and Albert, they love carrots, they love broccoli, they love apples. They have their select that they really love, and broccoli is top on the list. But I guarantee you, with the nudges being on the board, we'll see at the end, but if the nudges are on the board, I bet you that's their first go-to, even with the broccoli and the carrots. So when I'm putting them, cutting them up again, I want to make sure, especially with the apple, that I'm not getting any of those core seeds. That is really dangerous with dogs. So make sure that you never, when you're giving them apples, make sure none of the seeds are in there. And again, I'm just slicing everything up. They're gonna love these green apples also, because they do love green apples also, and that gives a little sweetness there. And with your charcuterie board, that's the point, is to give some different flavors, different textures, and to really give them a lot of fun. And I love that in my charcuterie board, so I know that they would appreciate that also. So now that the fruits and veggies are cut up, it's time to start assembling the board, the fun part. So what I want to do is start with the steaks, and we're going to put their little steaks here and arrange them beautifully. And when you're putting the board together, think about grouping like items together first, like all the broccoli together and then all the steak together, and then when you put it on the board, just sit opposites together. So like the steak is opposite, it's a meat, and then we have the broccoli that's a vegetable. So I want to group them side by side, because again, that's going to give a nice flow to the board, and it's going to just give a nice mixture. You don't want to kind of have everything jumbled together of like items, and then it's not as fun. I know with kind of the charcuterie boards that I do for us, I like to kind of mix it up. Now another thing that I thought to put on here that I'm not putting on their board was cheese. Bentley and Albert love cheese, and I would just put I should have put probably just a little couple slices, not whole slices, but just like a little bites of cheese on there. That would have been a nice compliment to this tray also, but I didn't do it on this one, but I definitely can do it for the next one. So as you can see, I have the broccoli that's in the kind of bite sizes, especially for Bentley because he has the smaller mouth. And now I'm going to put their crackers, which is aka milk bones, on the tray for them. And you know what you can also think about doing? This would be nice to even do for a friend who has a pet that's having a birthday or something, creating this board and then giving it to them for their pet, or even a great holiday gift to give someone for their pets. And maybe not put the veggies on it, or get more freeze-dried things, or something that maybe is just kind of treats, and then arrange them in this method, and then kind of seal them You can seal them with shrink wrap or something. I think that could be such a cute gift for the holidays. But again, you don't want to just kind of put this out and leave it out. You definitely want to watch your pet, let them nibble on it a bit, pull it away when you feel like they've had enough, and then come back to it. So it can be something they enjoy for a week or so. Of course, put the veggies, veggies can't stay, but all of the treats will probably do just fine. So now that I have all of their crackers arranged on here, I might have put a bit too many for everything that I'm trying to fit on this tray. But now I want to move into the next item that I'm going to put on the tray, and that's going to be peanut butter. Now, Bentley and Albert are not huge peanut butter fans, but I thought, with a charcuterie tray, you have to have that kind of pate or dip or something on there, and so I figured this would be theirs. And see, you never know. They are so fickle. Sometimes they'll like something, and the next day they won't like it, so we'll see what they feel about it today. And then, of course, the nudges. And what I did with the nudges is and these are the chicken nudges, and what I did was I cut them up. And even when I give them to them on the norm, I cut them up because they're such small pups. They don't need a whole nudge. They just need one little sliver per serving, per treat, And so that's kind of what I did here on the tray. So as you can see, meats are on some side, on opposite sides with veggies in between. And the next thing I think that I need to add on here are the carrots. I think the carrots would be a beautiful pop of that orange for here. And again, when you're thinking about your board, think about, number one, what your dog eats. Number two, how can you bring in texture, and how can you bring in that color? And that's going to make it a lot of fun. And so right here on the corner is where I'm going to put all of my carrots, and I'm just going to tuck them right in the side. And as I'm doing this, guys, I'm thinking, oh, that carrot with the peanut butter, this sounds like a nice little tip. But no, this is for Bentley and Albert 100%. And then, especially when I put the apples down, by the way, apples and peanut butter are one of my favorites. I love that, to get that combination together. So maybe I need to try to give that to Bentley and Albert one time, and maybe they'll start to like peanut butter more with an apple. Well, I might have to try that. We may do a video giving them a test try and see how they react to that. But now that the carrots are on there, the next thing that I want to put on here is my green apples. And again, that's bringing more color, more of the fruits in there, and it's really a nice compliment. So as you can see, it's coming together, and I have them in the sizes so that Bentley and Albert can just grab and eat. And so they really are going to have a lot of fun with this. Under normal circumstances, you would think that your guest would, just nibble and dabble, but I have a dibble and dabble. I feel like with this, Bentley and Albert are going to make a total mess. So we're going to see how they do with this, but I can see them just getting into this and it being all over the floor and them having a good time. But I'm doing this with the intent for them to have a good time, so I totally don't mind. It's a part of the process. So now that I have my apples on there, I'm going to move some of my bones away, some of the crackers away, because I needed my liver on here, because I definitely wanted to put the freeze-dried liver on here for them. I know they would like these, so I'm going to stack these on the corner, and that will actually be the last thing that I put on it, and then from that we will be good to go. Okay, friends, here we go. Their tray, their board is all done, and it looks mighty yummy. And so my thoughts at this point are like, okay, let's see how Bentley and Albert are going to react. Now, they have been sniffing me out as I've been preparing this. They know something's going on, and they are ready. They are ready, especially little Bentley. Now, I guarantee you, Bentley is going to, as soon as I sit it down, he's going to grab a nudge and run. He typically runs, and that's what he does when he gets his nudge. He takes it, he runs to his bed, and then he tries to eat in his bed. And he actually grabs it sometimes like he's stealing something. He is just something else. But I just had so much fun, looking at them sniff around to kind of see what was on the plate. And of course, Mr. Bentley, he ran to his bed to go have his little treat, while Albert, he'll stay right and guard he is good for guarding a bowl or guarding a plate. So it was just so fun seeing them kind of break in and enjoy the treats. But I really hope you also enjoyed the video, friends, and I will see you at the next one. And this is Nikki, Bentley, and Albert saying goodbye.